That was really good. I don't have an intro. Just it was really good. Hi everyone, it's me, Grant, the movie and TV guy. Welcome to Raised on Popcorn with Grant, everybody. Tonight we were talking about a movie. We're gonna have another movie later tonight, but first and foremost, we are here to talk about a movie that is in theaters right now, and that movie is The Blackening. Because movies and TV, that's what we do here. The Blackening is directed by Tim Story. It is written by Tracy Oliver and Dwayne Perkins. Dwayne Perkins is also in the film. And it is based on a short also called The Blackening, which I have seen, which is hilarious, by the group Threepeat, which among them includes Dwayne Perkins. So what is The Blackening about? A group of friends, Allison, played by Grace Byers, Clifton, played by Jermaine Fowler, King, played by Melvin Gregg, Shanika, played by X Mayo, Dwayne, played by Dwayne Perkins, Lisa, played by Antoinette Robertson, and Namdi, played by... I always get this guy's name wrong, I'm sorry. Sin Kwai Walls, who, of course, very recently was in the terrific Mending the Line, as well as the, I think, quite enjoyable White Men Can't Jump. Also in the mix is Sean, played by Jay Farrow, and Morgan, played by Yvonne Orji. And they are friends, hanging out at a cabin in the woods, and yes, they acknowledge that it's kind of silly that they're in a cabin in the woods, on Juneteenth weekend, but it's also a 10-year reunion. They are old high school pals, and, they're gonna play some games, particularly a nice game of spades, and, get high on Molly, and just have a great weekend in this cabin. Nope. Because it turns out, when we meet, two of our characters, the ones played by Jay Farrow and Yvonne Orji, they get there a little bit early and are forced, and in the game room are challenged to play a game. The game is called The Blackening, and the spinner resembles a racist minstrel show-esque stereotype of a black person. Yeah, this movie goes hard. And they have to answer the questions correctly. It does not go well. And actually, one of the first moments you realize you're in good hands with this is, they make a joke about, who is the only black person in a movie who has lived through the entire movie, and they mention something along the lines of, I believe it was Omar Epps and, Jada Pinkett in, Scream 2, and she says, and Yvonne Orji says to Jay Farrow, like, they're the ones who died first. It's like, I think that it's probably because the studio couldn't afford to keep them around, and they kind of take a look at each other and kind of half glance at the screen. You know exactly what this is, so this is okay. They're playing the game, but very, very soon they find out that this particular seemingly racist serial killer has some tricks up their sleeve, and they're going to have to survive the night. As the terrific tagline says, we can't all die first, and the battle is on. Will they survive this Juneteenth weekend, or will the game play them? Let the mayhem begin. And also, who's really all behind this? Let the mayhem begin. So, The Blackening is... Blackening is excellent. Okay, so, Tim Story... I heard the good things about this movie, but I was a little bit... And the trailer made me laugh. I was hesitant, though, because of one thing. Tim Story. Tim Story has become sort of a journeyman director. He's made a couple of things that are alright. Hey, I'll say this. Before this, he made one really good movie, and that was Barbershop. And then after that, he made movies that were fine. I mean, Ride Along, the Fantastic Four movies from the 2000s. The Shaft rebooting, it had its moments. Tom and Jerry was fine. Think Like a Man was actually pretty good, but other than that, it's kind of... Think Like a Man 2 was... This is far and away his best movie since Barbershop, and in fact, it might even be a little better. I loved The Blackening. I thought this movie was great. I thought it was hilarious. I thought it was sharp. I thought it was genuinely creepy at parts. The satire was right on. The plot was perfectly constructed. The banter between these characters, you totally buy that these characters know each other and have that kind of history. Particularly in the relationship between Allison and Dewan, where they both are childhood friends who have various issues in the fact that no, wait, I got that wrong. No, I didn't. Okay. In the fact that she's getting back together with Sinakwe Wall's character. And so you see who cheated on her in the past, and you're seeing this character, and Dwayne himself is gay. And so you're seeing their relationship and little things that they do that are really neat, like how they can basically have telepathic conversations. They basically can like share looks, and that's used for comedic purposes later on when the plot really gets going in a very clever and very funny way. Little things like that. Terminology, jokes about the level of blackness and or non-blackness in this particular game, which the specter of Trump is brought up, which is very funny. The specter of the Beyonce Super Bowl performance is funny. Brought up a couple times. The movie Friday. Hell, there's even a Sweet Life of Zack and Cody joke in this. There's a Mr. Mosby reference. So yeah, really good. Also, of course, great joke about the similarity between Friends and Living Single. Very, very funny. And I think what makes this work truly is the screenplay. The direction is alright. I actually think Tim Story does a pretty good job. There are some shots that are in particular really interesting, especially his use of the empty door and what's behind that door is that for like scare effects and for humor is very clever. And the whole cast is really good. And yeah, this is one of the rare times where basically a short, but it's really more of a skit. It's about a 3 or 4 minute skit, is adapted into a 98-minute movie, and it works, and it's funny, and it's scary, and it's everything you want in a horror comedy. And the context of the humor, where there's genuine anger behind this humor, and justified anger in the treatment of black people in this country and all around the world, but particularly in this country, is used to make the jokes extra sharp and really. And it's done in a way that's not exploitative. It's not stupid. It's not done in a way. It's clever. It's kind of like one review said that it's at the perfect crossroad between Scary Movie and Get Out. Exactly. I completely agree. That is exactly what it is. It's not quite a spoof, but it's not quite not a spoof. It's sharper than Scary Movie, but it's as silly at times as Scary Movie. But it's also about as sharp as Get Out. Look, I love this movie. This movie's hilarious. It's clever. It's smart. And also, it's a really great plot. It's just the turns the plot takes and who's really pulling the strings and all that stuff. That there's a little bit of Scream here. There's a little bit of The Cabin in the Woods here. There's a little bit of Get Out here. There's a little bit, again, of Scary Movie here. There's, a little bit of, even a little bit of what Tim Story was doing in Barbershop with particular dialogue exchanges. And it's all wrapped into this really cool package. And it's just so much fun and so sharp and so clever. And I loved it. And I'm going to, you know what? That's it. Let's close the book on it. I'm going to give it The Blackening. Yeah, you see it. Bang. 5 out of 5 stars plus for The Blackening. I absolutely love this movie. It's one of the year's best genre films. Definitely worth seeing. Absolutely right now. This is the best film in theaters this weekend of the new releases so far. So, yeah, 5 out of 5 stars plus for The Blackening. Let's close the book on it and talk about some trailer trash. Trailer trash, let's talk about it. Because I got to get to a virtual screening room, for our next movie. So, let's talk about it. Theater Camp. I've already seen this movie. We'll be reviewing it in July when it's closer to coming out, but I saw this movie at Sundance. It is, I can say for sure, certain, it's hilarious, it's excellent, and, yeah, it's one of the best comedies of the year. Can't wait for y'all to finally get to see it. Back on the Strip, I talked about it. Oh, it's really lame. Sorry. What a waste. It doesn't look that good. No Hard Feelings, Red Band trailer. Talked about it. Looks good. We are seeing it on Thursday. The Nun 2. Talked about it. Looks good. The jump scare, man. Strays, Red Band trailer. Talked about it. Looks good. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Mutant Mayhem. Talked about it. Looks good. Joyride, Red Band trailer. This is a new trailer. Talked about it. Looks good. We are seeing it early screening on July 5th. That's actually, I think, very likely going to be the first review of a theatrical movie review after my trip to Utah. So yeah, when I get home. We're going to do some reviews while we're there. We're going to do Indiana Jones and Ruby Gillman, among others. But yeah, that's going to be one. And then Expendables 4. They're doing the Fant 4 stick thing. It looks good, but at the same time, the third one was so bad. The second one was good. First one was fine. I don't know. It looks okay. At least Statham's still in it. Yeah, it looks good. And was there Sharma? Yes. There is a scene during the credits. Well, actually, it's a couple of scenes. It's the same scene, but in pieces throughout the beginning of the credits, and that's it. Yeah. So 5 out of 5. So that's it. For the Blackening, we will be back. We will be back later tonight for a very early review of the indie film A View of the World from Fifth Avenue, which I am seeing right after this, and then tomorrow we'll have back-to-back reviews of the horror thriller Jagged Mind and the documentary Stan Lee. And then next week is Mad Heidi, No Hard Feelings, and Asteroid City, and World's Best, and then I think that's what it's called, World's Best. And then after that, we're going to Utah. And we will have reviews from there. Yeah, that'll all be next time. And until next time, I'm Grant, the movie and TV guy. I see it all, and I'm happy to share it with you. I love you all. I appreciate you all. I love you all, Class Smiths. I love you 3000. Be kind to one another. If you like this video, give it a like if you want to. Give it a subscribe if you want to. Give it the bell. I don't know what it does, but that's what you're supposed to do. Or so I've been told. Leave a comment, even if it's, hey Grant, I like waffles. It really helps out. If you want to find me elsewhere, reviews, listen to other fun stuff, you can check me out on letterboxd.com at Raised on Popcorn with Grant. Twitter, I'm at Raised Grant. Facebook, Raised on Popcorn with Grant. Instagram, at Raised on Popcorn with Grant. Serialized, all one word, all lowercase, Raised on Popcorn. Check out my podcast, Raised on Popcorn with Grant, the podcast, on Spotify and Anchor. Some of you already have me. If you haven't, take care of yourself, take care of your mental health. It's incredibly important, and I want to know down below, what did you think of The Blackening? Did you like the movie? Did you hate the movie? Think my opinion's good? Think I'm full of shit? Comment below, let me know. And until we meet again, we were all raised on popcorn. Big mouth, extra butter. And I'll catch you guys next time. Take care, everyone. See you around. Bye.